You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. The downtown Hazleton Farmers Market is open for business, and WYLN's Julie Stefanovich stopped by for this morning's grand opening.
When you think of summer, you think of fresh fruits and veggies to satisfy your taste buds. Nothing beats a fresh, juicy peach or plum or a good ear of corn on the cob. Customers in downtown Hazleton found all this and more as the ribbon was cut this morning at the annual Farmers Market. It's set up right outside of the newly renovated Can-Do Community Park in the heart of downtown Hazleton.
Always excited for the first Friday of our Farmers Market, which will continue now through the end of August, every Friday from 10 to 2 on the corner of Broad and Laurel Street. And this year, we're triply excited because for our grand opening, we have the Drop the Drug van from the city, so anyone can bring down unused medications or expired to put in there, as well as our staple, Burgers Farm. We have both Lehigh Valley Hospital and Geisinger here with information. And this year, brand new, is the Nescapec Collective.
Burgers Farm Market has been serving city customers for over 6 years, and Lenny Burger says that it's always a pleasure to see some familiar faces.
It's really nice to see my older customers, because a lot of these coming out of the high-rises used to come to the farm when I was little, and bigger too, but a lot of them I remember seeing my whole life, so they don't come out anymore because obviously they're sitting in a high-rise somewhere and they can come over. Not a lot of them anymore, a lot of them are even getting, but it does make it a little more worthwhile to see them come out and get something right off the table.
Lehigh Valley Health Network is once again proud to be a sponsor of the annual event and to provide free information and services to the community.
They have so much to offer here, and it's just great to see the community come out and take advantage of this program. We'll be here throughout the summer. We'll be offering some screenings, some information, and once again, just talking to the community and answering any type of medical questions they may have.
City officials were in hand to welcome back the market as a return from a year-long hiatus due to the pandemic.
The Farmers Market here at Can-Do Community Park, right in the center of Hazleton, gives everybody a chance to come into the downtown, take advantage of the fresh fruit, vegetables, and what's being provided here for sale, and also some of our businesses here in downtown. So it's a great opportunity. We love having it in the city, and we encourage everyone to come out while the Farmers Market is open every Friday here in the city. Come out and patron some of these businesses, and a lot of these businesses who were here struggled last year during the pandemic, and especially those here in the downtown in the restaurant industry. So this is a great opportunity to come out, get your fresh fruits, vegetables, and other items that are being sold here, and patronize some of the businesses here in the city.
If you'd like to feature your business at the market by becoming a vendor, you can contact the Chamber office at 570-455-1509. In Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. A Luzerne County man's facing additional charges for allegedly sexually assaulting several minors. 58-year-old David John Williams of Pittston Township is accused of assaulting 7 children over 4 decades. The 7th victim came forward and claimed that she met Williams back in 1993 when she was 8 years old. She alleges that Williams forced her to perform lewd acts until she was about 13. Authorities charged him with aggravated indecent assault, involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, and corruption of minors in the latest case. He was arraigned and jailed without bail. Prices at the pump are already at an all-time high and aren't expected to go down anytime soon. AAA said motorists can see an increase of 10 to 20 cents per gallon throughout August. The national average for gas this week was $3.14, while here in Pennsylvania, consumers are paying an average of $3.29 a gallon. Drivers on the West Coast are being hit especially hard, paying around $4.30 a gallon. The Colonial Pipeline cyber attack, summer travel demand, and a crude oil increase are contributing factors in the recent gas price spike. According to AAA, Americans haven't paid this much for gas since 2014. Luzerne County named a new acting chief solicitor. Vito DeLuca was appointed by acting Luzerne County Manager Romilda Crocomo. Crocomo took over the county manager position after David Pedri announced that he'd be resigning as of July 6th to take a job in the private sector. DeLuca's been the county's longtime assistant solicitor and served as council's legal advisor since January of 2020. The county charter states that DeLuca can serve a maximum of 90 days and will be paid $96,444. A Wilkes-Barre man had to be flown to a regional medical center for treatment of injuries after attempting to launch a firecracker from his groin. 37-year-old Antonio Gianelli sustained burns during the incident at a July 4th house party at 38 Summit Drive in Mount Pocono. He was also cited by Pocono Mountain Regional Police for violating the borough's fireworks ordinance. Former Luzerne County District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis took to the stand Thursday to testify in an alleged illegal wiretapping case. Salavantis testified that she was never approached by former county manager Robert Lawton to end the investigation brought by former county human resources director Donna Davis Javits concerning alleged wiretapping. She repeatedly said she referred the matter to the state attorney general's office for their consideration, but couldn't recall if she made it by phone, email, or letter. The trial taking place in Scranton Federal Court concerns allegations of meetings with union reps that Davis Javits claims were illegally recorded. Davis Javits filed a lawsuit against Lawton, the county, and Administrative Services head David Parsnick over her late October 2015 termination, citing that the county, quote, failed to train its officials and personnel not to retaliate against a citizen who engaged in free speech. Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassat announced an upcoming paper shredding event for city residents at the end of July. The paper shredding event will take place Thursday, July 29th from 2 until 5 p.m. at City View Park, located at 700 South Poplar Street in Hazleton. You must show proof of residency, and there's a limit of 3 12 by 10 by 15 boxes per resident. Safe and secure shredding on site is also limited to confidential and sensitive materials only that are not wet or damp. Also a no-go are magazines, newspapers, 3-ring binders, plastics, heavy metals, trash, batteries, cell phones, CDs, or cardboard. Jill Garrett's passing came as hard news for those who worked with her over the years at WNEP. Her career began when she was a teenager and continued through following the Agnes flood of 1972. Jill's career stops included Albany, New York, and Cincinnati, Ohio, before returning to her roots to become part of WNEP's family when she replaced Marissa Burke as co-anchor/reporter on Newswatch 16 at 5. She later moved to become the producer/reporter of Healthwatch 16, which was something she called a golden opportunity. She left WNEP in 2008 due to health issues, capping her long career proudly serving her community. Those who knew Jill recall her as soft-spoken, with a gentle laugh, and always ready with a helping hand. Coming up on WYLN News, a jawsome donut and your furry friends of the week, plus honoring the legendary Coach Curry. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Alexander Bonomo. I'm 12 years old, and tomorrow's WYLN forecast is partly cloudy.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital, more than 30 specialties just for kids.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Did you know that WYLN News provides news updates every weekday afternoon
At 1, 3, and 5 here on TV and on social media?
Did you also know you can watch WYLN News on the go by visiting our website or YouTube page?
Now more than ever,
WYLN is your local news leader.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton. We're talking about TNT. We're talking about trucks and trade-ins. If you got a truck that you don't want or you're looking for a truck, we've got a huge selection of pre-owned trucks right now. We have got Rubicons. We have got GMCs, Ford Flexes. We have got a Ram dually diesel. If you're in the market for a truck or you want to get rid of your truck, you'll never get more ever than it's worth right now. So come on down to 508 Susquehanna Boulevard in Hazleton and see why we'll give you more for the trade that those other guys won't.
Holy Rosary Parish in Hazleton will be hosting its annual Vacation Bible School to Mars and Beyond next month. The Vacation Bible School will be offered August 2nd through 6th from 5:45 to 8:30 p.m. in the church at 240 South Poplar Street. The program's free and open to all children ages 4 to 12. Call 570-454-6693 to register or visit holyrosaryhays.com for more information. As Shark Week swims right for us, Sheetz will be releasing a jawsome new Shark Week donut into the waters. The epic annual week runs from July 11th through the 16th, and so does the promo. The limited time donut ring is frosted with blue frosting, and you guessed it, gummy sharks. The donut will only be available for Shark Week at all 629 Sheetz stores across Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, and North Carolina for just $1.29. Each store will have a daily supply of 6 to 12 donuts, but once the supply runs out, they won't be restocked until the following day. If you've been thinking about adopting a pet, well, there's no time like the present. So check out the SPCA of Luzerne County for all breeds, shapes, and sizes of pets. The shelter has some more furry friends for you to check out this week. Everyone, meet Amber. This cutie was being taken care of by people in a nice neighborhood until they decided she needed to find a family of her own. Her former neighbors are wishing her the best in finding her forever home. And up next is Bessie. This little gal is currently up for adoption. She's a bit shy and didn't do too well around other rats in her previous home, so as long as she has her own space, she should do just fine in a new, loving environment. Call 570-825-4111 to come on down and check out these featured pets and more. You may just meet your new best friend and give them a well-deserved forever home. WYLN's all-time OT hero Marty Burns has the in-depth analysis of what's happening on and off-season across our viewing area. Rocco Patron's back this week, so let's talk sports. Here's part 5.
Hazleton area, I think, has done a great job through the years, and especially the athletic program, of honoring different teams, honoring different people. And we had talked before we came on the air, George Curry's last ever game here at Hazleton,
yes,
where former coaches went out and presented him with a game ball.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that the emotion that night cannot be compared to anything else.
Oh, you're exactly right. I mean, you had an icon in our field, someone that's coming here long before I even played high school football. So I actually, when I played in high school, and I graduated from high school a long time ago, George Curry was the opposing coach. So to have him on our field, the fact that I competed against him when I was coaching, I actually have a picture on my wall of George's last game on our field, and I have my mentor with me, Richie Matz, Bob Williams, Jimmy Drumheller, and myself, because we at one point we're all head coaches at one point, and it was the last time George was on that field. So when you're involved with athletics, and like you're talking about Dennis with the history of our area, George Curry's a part of that history. And you know, it was just a very, very emotional night, very special night, and something that I have great memories with, competing against Coach Curry.
And be sure to check out this week's entire half hour of Let's Talk Sports Saturday at 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. and again Sunday at noon and 5:30 p.m. Coming up on Whitehaven's News Choice, your week in review. Plus, we're leading the way into this week's final segment. So stay with us. But first, some upcoming firework displays from across our viewing area.
Hey, Dr. Alex here with another Feel Good Friday. Today we're talking about some pregnancy stuff. When a chiropractor sees a pregnant mother, usually it's early on, they start getting some back pain, and they'll see me just for that. And I'll tell them, same thing I'm about to tell you, that pregnant mothers in the last 6 weeks of pregnancy should see a chiropractor every week to make sure when they finally give birth that their tailbone and their hips are able to move the right way. This terrible thing can happen when your hips aren't moving right. If your tailbone doesn't move where the baby's moving, you can get caught, especially the pubic bone, and it can give you back labor. If you ever get back labor, it's your chiropractor's fault unless you skipped an appointment. So I strongly encourage pregnant ladies, get adjusted. It'll help the baby be in good position. It'll help your hips and tailbone move properly when you're in labor, and help the ride be smooth, if you know what I mean. All right, feel good.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns, host of a new show here on WYLN, Let's Talk Sports. We're going to talk between our basketball and football seasons. We're going to talk to coaches, guests about past seasons, events coming up, different types of things sports related. It's all going to be here on Let's Talk Sports, and you'll be able to see it here on WYLN.
Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazelton, 570-454-7229.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Monday. One woman died Sunday night during a River Street apartment complex fire in Wilkes-Barre. The fire was reported shortly before 8 p.m. at the West River Apartments, where firefighters contained the flames to one room of a unit on the 6th floor. The Luzerne County Coroner's Office said the victim, later identified as 52-year-old Karen Turkington, was taken from the apartment as emergency responders performed life-saving measures at the scene. Turkington was then transported to Geisinger South in Wilkes-Barre, where she was later pronounced dead, and an autopsy scheduled to be performed Wednesday determined that she died from inhaling an excess of smoke. The first 5 floors of the building were said to be undamaged by the blaze, and a state police fire marshal was called in to help determine the cause of that Sunday night fire in Wilkes-Barre. Tuesday, Hazelton police caught up with a man involved in a 2020 armed robbery following a 13-month investigation. 20-year-old Adriel Metz Cabrera allegedly held up the C&P convenience store on East Chestnut Street back on January 1st of last year. Evidence was recovered from the scene and processed for DNA, which confirmed by February that Metz Cabrera was the one that committed the robbery. An arrest warrant was issued for him, and he was taken into custody on June 30th. He was charged with robbery, theft by unlawful taking, simple assault, and reckless endangerment. Wednesday, 2 young children died after they were found Monday evening unresponsive in a swimming pool. Police were called around 6 Monday evening to a home in the 100 block of South River Street in Plains Township, where the incident occurred. Luzerne County District Attorney Sam Sanguadolce announced Tuesday that both the 3- and 6-year-old had passed away. The children reportedly did not live at the home, but were being watched by someone at a home nearby. The investigation is ongoing, and autopsies were scheduled for later this week. Thursday, a vacant mobile home was heavily damaged by a fire Wednesday in Black Creek Township. The fire broke out shortly before 3 p.m. at 1504 Tom Hicken Road. Fire crews arrived within minutes and found the home fully engulfed in flames. No injuries were reported, but the home was deemed a total loss. The cause of that fire Wednesday afternoon is still under investigation in Black Creek Township. Friday, a Luzerne County man's facing additional charges for allegedly sexually assaulting several minors. 58-year-old David John Williams of Pittston Township is accused of assaulting 7 children over 4 decades. The 7th victim came forward and claimed that she met Williams back in 1993 when she was 8 years old. She alleges that Williams forced her to perform lewd acts until she was about 13. Authorities charged him with aggravated indecent assault, involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, and corruption of minors in the latest case. He was arraigned and jailed without bail. That's it for your week in review, here on WYLN News.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazelton, everything to make your house a home.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information. Go hog wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the Stars of Tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Lauren Sacco's leading the way to wrap up this week's series. And welcome back to this week's final segment of Leading the Way with Hazleton City Councilwoman Lauren Sacco. Fast forwarding toward the future, what's in store?
So on a city council level, I really enjoy what we do. It's demanding, but we're also learning. And as we're learning, we're changing and morphing and molding and doing, and it's exciting. I see the future of Hazleton being very bright. I don't give up easily. I work with a team, but I'm a little forceful until I make sure things are the way I feel I want them to be seen. Flipping the coin, you know, we talk about all the time, my husband and I, about saying we'd love to have 3 or 4 kids. God willing, there's a future there. I'd say that'd be top priority on my list, because at the end of the day, what is all of this good stuff for if we can't really share it with anybody? And Avery deserves a partner in crime. And with Frankie's, Vito's, and Sacco's, my mission, all 3 across the board, is to be community-minded and community-oriented, making sure you have the healthiest lawn, the tastiest pizza, or the healthiest back, and a great experience when you attend all 3. So the future is bright, and I'm looking forward to it. Hazleton is our home, and I don't really foresee us moving outside the realm of that. I'm excited to be raising my child with our nieces and nephews, and she sees her grandparents daily, and her grandmother has her all the time as well, and it's just a really cool experience to be able to have people to lean on, but enjoy what you're doing while you're doing it in a community that you love.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in all week, and an even bigger thanks to our guest Lauren here for coming in to give us a little bit of her backstory.
Thank you very much.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Best of luck, best of life. Good night. And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.